core committee meeting of the BJP is over to decide on Nitin Gadkari's fate. Let's listen in to Prakash Javadekar.
दोनों नेता प्रतिपक्ष श्रीमती सुषमा स्वराज और श्री अरुण जेटली, इनके अतिरिक्त दिल्ली में जो उपलब्ध महामंत्री तथा प्रवक्ता वो भी शामिल थे। श्री नितिन गडकरी जी ने अपने सहयोगियों को इस प्रकरण के सारे तथ्यों से अवगत कराया। पार्टी का सर्वसम्मत मत यह है कि स्वयं को जांच के लिए प्रस्तुत करने के बाद पूरी पार्टी अध्यक्ष श्री नितिन गडकरी जी के साथ खड़ी है, पूरी मजबूती के साथ खड़ी है। उनके त्याग पत्र के संदर्भ में जो भी अटकलें मीडिया में लगाई जा रही है वो गलत एवं बेबुनियाद है। पूर्व निर्धारित कार्यक्रम के अनुसार श्री नितिन गडकरी कल हिमाचल के चुनावी दौरे पर जाएंगे। कल सुषमा जी का भी वहां दौरा है, तो दोनों वहां जाएंगे। यही स्टेटमेंट है। थैंक यू। वो आपकी खबरें गलत है, वही तो हम बताया। हाँ, इंग्लिश। एक मिनट, इंग्लिश चाहिए ना, फिर जिनको मराठी चाहिए। अरे वो बात नहीं, पहले या भारतीय जनता पार्टी प्रेसिडेंट श्री नितिन गडकरी जी came to Delhi today. Immediately thereafter, he met our senior most leader, Shri Lal Krishna ji Advani, at his residence. After that, there was an informal meeting at the president's residence, in which both leader of opposition, Mrs. Sushma Swaraj, and Shri Arun Jetli, along with available those who are here in Delhi today, the general secretaries and the spokesman met in an informal meeting. He apprised the party colleagues of all the facts with regard to the current issue. The party is solidly behind the president since he himself has offered to face any inquiry. This is the unanimous view of the BJP. Media speculation about Shri Gadkari's resignation are untrue and baseless. His scheduled program for an election tour of Himachal Pradesh remains unchanged and he will go to Himachal tomorrow. मराठी भारतीय जनता पार्टीचे अध्यक्ष श्री नितिन गडकरी जी आज दिल्लीला आले। आल्यावर त्यांनी लगेच प्रथम आमचे सर्वात वरिष्ठ नेते लालकृष्ण अडवाणी यांची त्यांच्या निवासस्थानी भेट घेतली। त्यानंतर अध्यक्षांच्या निवासस्थानी एक अनौपचारिक बैठक झाली, ज्याच्यामध्ये दोन्ही सदनांचे लोकसभा आणि राज्यसभेचे विरोधी पक्षनेते अनुक्रमे श्रीमती सुषमा स्वराज आणि अरुण जेटली यांच्या बरोबर दिल्लीमध्ये उपलब्ध असणारे सरचिटणीस आणि प्रवक्ते हे हजर होते। नितिन गडकरींनी आपल्या सहकाऱ्यांना आता जी सध्या चर्चा चालू आहे त्या संबंधीची सगळी वस्तुस्थिती सांगितली। स्वतःला पहिल्याच दिवशी आरोप झाल्याबरोबर चौकशीला सामोरं जाण्याची नितिनजींनी जी तयारी दाखवली, त्यामुळे पार्टीने एकमताने त्यांच्या मागे उभं राहण्याचा निर्णय घेतला आणि पार्टी आज पूर्ण ताकदीने गडकरींच्या पाठीशी उभी आहे। त्यांच्या राजीनाम्यासंबंधी विविध माध्यमातून ज्या बातम्या आलेल्या आहेत त्या पूर्णपणे चुकीच्या आणि निराधार आहेत। उद्या ठरलेल्या कार्यक्रमानुसार हिमाचलच्या निवडणूक प्रचार दौऱ्यावर गडकरी जाणार आहेत आणि
took place of senior BJP leaders. Atish, it seems for now Nitin Gadkari has got a lifeline of sorts from his party.
Seems like that. Only now he will be going to Himachal Pradesh to campaign for the party, because there was speculation that Himachal Pradesh unit is not really happy that Nitin Gadkari should not come and campaign. But now he is going. The party is unitedly standing firmly behind Nitin Gadkari. It seems that storm which was about to hit BJP big time, that it could have taken the president away with it, has been sorted out so far. It seems that now they are open for any kind of probe. They have been released a Purti group as well. Purti group has also said that we are open for any kind of probe, but there should be no prejudice as far as this investigation is concerned, because media trial has been going on since day one, and there should be no prejudice. And Nitin Gadkari came to Delhi. He wanted to speak to the party leaders. He had spoken to them on phone, but in person he wanted to explain it to the senior leaders like L.K. Advani, Sushma Swaraj, Arun Jaitley, that what exactly is the detail of the entire case. And it seems that party seems to be convinced that there is not that much merit and not that wrongdoing has happened as far as this case is concerned. So lifeline has been given to Nitin Gadkari.
Atish, have you been able to speak to your sources and find out exactly what was the nature of Nitin Gadkari's defense? Because headlines today in its investigation itself has uncovered how Nitin Gadkari's investors, at least a few of them, clearly seem to be shell companies. The source of his investment to his Purti Power and Sugar is doubtful. What was the kind of defense that seems to have convinced senior BJP leaders?
Well, Padma, what we know that this is more to do with the political situation in the country, because they are carrying on a war against corruption and they are taking on UPA. So they don't want to lose the momentum by having a president who is not even getting support from the party and the Sangh. So that is what was important. The public portraying the party is at least united. There have been stories coming out. In fact, leaders have been briefed off record to a few of the journalists that yes, there were differences, but now party has decided to be united to take on the Congress. This is more to do with the political posturing.
But will they be able to silence all the voices of dissent within their own party? Because you yourself, Atish, have reported on how a large chunk of leaders are not comfortable with having Nitin Gadkari at the helm, even as the party talks about corruption in parliament and on the streets.
Well, the differences will definitely remain to be there. I can assure you that the leaders, senior leaders, are divided as far as this entire issue is concerned. They still are of the view that if we want to carry on with our top of the agenda, then we have to take care of our own house. So it's not that the party stands united and from tomorrow onward all the party leaders will be shut and will be happily rallying behind Nitin Gadkari. Yes, there will be differences. Now they probably have decided to keep shut and take care of the Himachal elections, and then probably second round will start.
All right, and it's very interesting that Nitin Gadkari's first assignment after getting this lifeline of sorts is going to be to go to Himachal Pradesh to campaign for the elections there, because that is the precise state where the BJP, interestingly, is attacking Veerbhadra Singh for charges of corruption.
Well, that was the big doubt creeping in the minds of Himachal Pradesh with BJP, because if you have your president being alleged in corruption deal, then how do you take it forward? And because the main plan in Himachal Pradesh, the main election agenda in Himachal Pradesh is Veerbhadra Singh corruption. So how can they take it forward? These are things which were worrying some, but now party is firmly standing and they think that nothing wrong has happened, so they will keep continuing the support of Nitin Gadkari.
All right, and how much of a factor did the RSS's at least the kind of support that Gadkari had from the RSS in the past, how much of that was a factor? Although today the RSS distanced itself, but everyone knows that of all the senior BJP leaders, if there's someone who enjoys the support of the RSS, it is Nitin Gadkari.
Well, Padma, if you carefully notice the press release by RSS, they have mentioned that there should be no media trial, and so far it seems that there is no case against, and if there is any case, then only a decision should be taken. So they have supported Nitin Gadkari as well. Yes, they have distanced, because Nitin Gadkari happens to be the blue-eyed guy of RSS, and he was actually handpicked by RSS to lead the party. So obviously, if there are allegations against him, fingers will be pointed at RSS as well. So that is why they distanced, but they still went ahead and saved them. So it seems that RSS also had played an important role to let the storm be settled and then take a decision.
In fact, we are just going to play out exactly what Prakash Javadekar said in just a moment. But I also want to ask you, Atish, about how long is this reprieve for Nitin Gadkari going to last? Is the BJP going to stand behind him for good, let him go ahead with his second term, or will they just wait out until after the elections? Atish, if you can hear me, is the lifeline from the BJP to Nitin Gadkari going to extend forever through his second term, or is it only until the assembly elections are over?
So far, it seems that second term is probably not been discussed right now, and it becomes a bleak possibility now. But yes, so far elections are around the corner. Gujarat and Himachal elections are taking place. It was important to have a posturing that we all stand behind Nitin Gadkari. But what happens when the elections of the organization takes place? Then we can expect more fireworks because party leaders are up in arms that we cannot have a person to lead us in Lok Sabha elections with an image of someone who's financially bungled us.
And there's not too much time left for Nitin Gadkari's first term as BJP president to end. In your assessment, from all that you have gathered from your sources within the party, what do you think is going to happen from here on, Atish? Are we going to see the same voices of dissent again before Nitin Gadkari's second term begins?
That is a 100% guarantee that whosoever had dissented right now will continue to dissent because they had an issue with Nitin Gadkari. They said that he is a businessman and he deals in various companies. What if you can silence the stories now, but what if there are few more stories which are unearthed? What if his other business ventures are exposed? Then what happens? How do we save ourselves? Those are things which can be raised and which will be raised.
And it's also going to be interesting to see how his detractors within the party react, especially Narendra Modi for one. It is his state which is going to elections. It is his state where corruption of the UPA has been raked up in the election speeches. And then you have the BJP president who's not on entirely pleasant terms with Narendra Modi getting a lifeline even though he himself faces corruption charges, Atish.
Well, this is something which the party also realizes that the detractors of Nitin Gadkari will become very active. They've been active so far, but now they will become more active because they sense an opportunity. The second term extension can be halted really if they lobby together and say that Nitin Gadkari is not a person who should lead the party. But so far, on the face of it, party is probably standing behind Nitin Gadkari is not to go anywhere. He will continue with his campaign program on Himachal Pradesh.
All right. In fact, let's just quickly recap for our viewers. Atish, just stay on with us. Let's quickly recap for our viewers the news we are breaking at this moment. Nitin Gadkari seems to have got a reprieve of sorts from his own party. Remember, he flew into Delhi today evening. He was received at the airport by a large number of his supporters. He then went into an informal meeting with the party patriarch L.K. Advani, followed by another meeting with all the senior leaders, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Sushma Swaraj, leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha, Arun Jaitley, along with a few other senior leaders. And after that informal meeting, the party spokesperson Prakash Javadekar came out to say that Nitin Gadkari would go ahead with his plans to campaign in Himachal Pradesh. That plan would go ahead from tomorrow when Nitin Gadkari would leave for Himachal. The party stands behind him firmly. So for now, Atish, it seems that the BJP is just going to stick to the line. A probe is underway. The government has already ordered a probe, and until proven guilty, we're going to assume Nitin Gadkari is innocent.
Proven guilty, Nitin Gadkari will continue to be the president of the party. It seems that so far it has been decided that there is no case against him. Yes, there are allegations. Investigations have been ordered by government. The income tax is investigating. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs is investigating. Let the investigation get over. If anything is found, then the decision will be taken. But so far, party seems to be united that they have to stand firmly behind.
But even then, the party did seem a little guarded because L.K. Advani declined comment. Nitin Gadkari himself did not say anything about the meeting. It was only a short, terse statement which came from the party. Is that what their stand is going to be? That just stick to one party line. Let's not talk too much about it?
Well, in fact, they have not spoken. The leaders who have been against Nitin Gadkari, they have not spoken out in open. They have not come out and spoken anything against the second term as well. So it seems the party is united. RSS has made it very clear that if the party apparent party has to come united no matter what happens with the allegations proven true, then we'll decide later on. But so far, he is the party president. We are going in for election and he is the face of the party. These people, nothing we need to support.
All right. For now, Atish Srivastava, thank you very much for joining us on that story.